I'm adjust that. Wait, that's doing too much. Cancel. That's cute. Hey. Which one do I want though? That's cute too. That's not mine, so we're gonna leave that. And do this and go to comments. What's up?
Are we in? Are we on?
We're on.
We're in. We're here.
We're here.
All right.
You see, I just got to do a camera check real quick.
Hello.
Oh man, Dion, my camera look like yours. Okay. No, like as in I need to clean it. I'm like, I want to tack it with my shirt. It just look a little.
Oh, on your computer.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's yours.
Okay.
This is mine.
All right.
We're live with my friend Dana.
Hello.
This is crazy. Wait, have we done this together?
No, not without him.
Oh.
Hey, boo.
But have we done it with him too? Because I feel like you and Chaz.
Oh, no, we haven't.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Twilla.
Hey.
I'm always in the comments like,
right.
Okay, this is what I think this is what you say. Get off her case, Dion.
Leave her alone. It's so good to have someone to have my back today.
Because we go way back.
We go way
back. Because time is rolling and flying, and
yeah,
we're not getting old. We're getting mature.
We're getting better,
seasoned.
Yeah, like wine, like fine wine. I believe is what they say.
That's what they say.
I think I was. Were you 17 too? When we first. I was 17 when we first hit college. So
no, that was you.
That was
the rest
me?
of us were 18. You're a little younger than me.
Just a little bit. But anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were young.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And when you start counting up the years, that's when it starts feeling crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
When we would go back to homecomings and I would look at the old heads as they say, I'm like, oh man, like they're still coming back to homecoming.
They're still coming.
And I'm like, wait a minute, we're like 20 years out.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I was just in college.
And we still like to go to the events.
Yeah.
Don't let there be a good Black alumni reunion party.
Hello.
We're there.
Hello.
And I remember specifically being like, I can't believe these people are still partying.
I know. Meanwhile, I'm like, where's the next party? What's up? What's going on?
Oh my gosh. Yes. We are here. And it's funny because like my younger cousin, I won't say freshman. He's at Carolina. I don't know his year because he started like a semester earlier than most. But anyway, so he's at Carolina, and I remember going to, like, I was in the area and I just hit him up like, hey, I'm around. Let me know if you want lunch or something. And like he was like, cool, because I'll holler. And you in college, you got life. You're not concerned. And so I was like, okay, I was trying to give a young kid a free meal. But he didn't hit me up the whole time. And my sister was like, you wouldn't hit you up either. And I was like, this is true. He was like, nobody wants to hang out with their adult cousin like that. And I was like, I was just trying to bless, trying to come through with a little, I know you in college. But
I'd have taken the free meal.
Right.
I'm just saying, I'd have hit you up.
Yeah. But, he's a student athlete, so I feel like maybe his time's a little bit more precious.
He probably is getting free meals.
He got free meals coming.
Yeah.
It's so cute for him.
Aww, especially that he went to Carolina.
Yeah, it's really precious. It's like he's my first cousin's son, so like second.
Okay.
First cousin removed, whatever. But then I have another cousin who's like my grandmother's first cousin's daughter who went to Carolina. So that was like the three of us in the fam. And it was always like really precious. Like, you got into Carolina. Look at you. And you're going. Yeah.
My sister went. My sister was a cheerleader / cheerleading coach when she graduated. So
yeah. I always like seeing, because we have friends who had like entire families there. And I was just like, that's what up. That's what's up. And I felt like my siblings were like,
it ain't for them. It wasn't a choice. That's okay. I almost went to FAMU.
Did you?
Yeah, it was like FAMU and Carolina. Which one are you going to choose?
I didn't know that.
And I was in the band. I was like all about the marching band. And I visited FAMU and I was like, this band is on fire. Yeah. Right? And not that Carolina's band wasn't great.
Right.
I was like,
it's not FAMU's band.
It's fam, it's the band, it's the experience. Yeah. And I was like, oh, but Carolina's in my backyard and it's a good school. And I'm so glad because then I met people like you.
But you know how small this world is? I have two friends who went to FAMU who are just a couple of years older than us. And I feel like I have a lot of FAMU friends now because of it. So I feel like Destiny would have had it that we met anyway. We wouldn't have the same memories.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
Which is what's precious. Yes. But yeah.
Because we were roommates at once.
Yeah. So. Well, I wouldn't have a roommate.
Yeah. That's great.
Wow. I love this.
Yes.
I love this. Franz is here. What's up, buddy? I feel like it's been a minute since I've done this because after the last time I was here, I was like, yes, I'm going to the Beyonce concert. And then I feel like I got sick after and just haven't done it for a minute.
But Beyonce was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce was everything. I'm glad I went too. I was one of the last minute buy a ticket an hour before the show girls, and I'm so glad I went.
I'm so glad you went.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was having FOMO. I was like, all these people at the concert. I'm seeing all the clips on social.
Yeah.
Like, I can't miss out on this.
Yeah, for sure. My brother called me the other day, Langston. He was like, one of my clients' wives is going to the New Orleans concert, which was the last stop. And they have the whole suite, and it's like 20 girls taking a party bus. And I had mentioned how you liked the Beyonce concert, and you went and you dressed all out and went with your girls. And she was like, well, where does she live? Does she want to come? We got an extra ticket. So Lacey was like, I'm just calling to tell you that tomorrow, if you need an extra ticket to the Beyonce concert in New Orleans, you got one. And I was like, the way that work is looking right now, but if I carry the one.
And New Orleans is a fun city.
Yeah. And I was planning on going this year anyway. So it was just like, that would have been perfect.
Yes.
It was perfect way to do it. But
I know Beyonce must be tired. Though.
Listen, she's been touring for the entire summer. I had the same thought.
Yeah, she put on a show. I mean, she didn't stop singing the whole time, dancing, sounded great.
Singing for real.
I was like, she is tired.
Yeah. I said that just last week tonight. I was like, I can't believe that girl's still going.
Look, because she's our age.
Right.
I mean, not that that means anything.
She's older by here.
But we get tired now. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I was like, yes, Beyonce.
That show was energy.
It was good. It was good. I'm so glad I went.
I'm glad.
Not glad I spent all the money, but
now we got to start saving for Usher.
Yeah, Usher. Yeah. Can we talk about the price of concerts? Because I feel like I love concerts.
Yeah.
But the way my bank account is set up, like, who are all these people that can just dish out $500 and $600 to go see these artists?
$500 and $600 are like not the greatest seats nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, it's the people, and then, we have friends and stuff who would be like on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, just like,
what y'all doing?
I know y'all put out $2,000, $1,200 for this. And do you just, but so that's what I'm saying. We have to be ready for Usher's world tour.
Yes.
Because it's going to cost that much. Because his was an experience. Beyonce was an experience. So I wasn't that mad. I mean, I was upset. I didn't want to, nobody wants to spend money like that. But because it was an experience.
Yeah.
You could say, at least I got my money's worth.
This is true.
I'm trying to make the shot better.
Oh, okay. And then, so Usher, we went to his Vegas show.
Amazing.
We were gonna go to the extended part of the Vegas show, but those tickets, bruh.
I was like, I can't do it. Not in the same year of Beyonce.
Not in the year of Beyonce Renaissance. They are ridiculous, and so. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like a small weekend girls trip to go to a concert. Like, the price of the concert is like a girls getaway.
Yes.
And that doesn't include the outfits.
It does not.
Yeah. I think we finna go live on this. Dion's just joined us.
Hello, Mr. Dion.
I'm just going to listen.
You just going to listen?
Listen.
Because this is no place for a man to talk.
No, we want your input.
I heard you went to the Beyonce concert,
I need to put this on. Is that what we're doing?
So you can hear yourself.
I feel like I need to.
And I'm gonna adjust right here, like so.
Get him in the.
I was trying. He don't want to be in the shot.
Come on, Dion.
Dion don't want to talk.
This is the most important shot.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do it.
I'm a newbie. I'm just here.
Not yet. Not recording. Finna do it.
And y'all sound good over there?
You said what?
Y'all sound good over there?
We sound good.
Hello?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just make sure you know. It's up to you.
Testing.
I'm trying not to hit your shoulders down.
You definitely did. I'm not recording. Then we talk together.
I'm recording. Y'all, we are live.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, all three clap together.
No, we good.
No, I mean we can do it.
That's enough for a spike.
Okay.
I was just trying to.
I didn't hear you.
I did it like this. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. And he said,
Dion, you have to speak full sentences. Okay?
And I'm new. I'm just here.
Full sentences. This is the second time today you have half stated something.
I got pulled off the street again. I was like, what y'all doing today?
Hey,
come on over here and join the podcast. I'm in. I'm with
I like that you always so down for it too. Yeah.
He's the technical man right now.
Yeah,
okay.
He's in it.
well, the car's protected.
Okay.
Oh, it said protected? My bad.
This is a real skill that you all do. I have to say that.
That card
for the people. I mean, I can just come in and sit down, but all the setup, I'm impressed.
That's what I said, man. There's always something. Always something.
Yeah, that one's annoying when the card's protected and you can't roll against it. Well, while he's handling that.
Yeah, who are these viewers y'all have on here?
Well, we got
friends.
Yeah, we got friends. Let's see who else is up here. Say what's up if you own. Say what's up. Say what's up. Just when they comment, we'll see it.
Okay. All right.
People are quiet today.
That's all right.
I mean, it's a Saturday night. Yeah, I think y'all got a life or something.
People out.
You out in these streets? It's expensive.
The rain
outside.
Stopped.
It's expensive outside. I don't care. Like
everything, food, gas.
Yeah,
all of it.
That's why you're gonna find me inside and okay with it. Who is it? Who was like, I know all the memes. It was just like, can we go back inside? Outside, like
that outside life.
We thought we wanted it, but it got more expensive after the pandemic.
I am tripping over this gas. Like I cannot wrap my head around this gas thing.
Listen,
if I see $7 at a gas station that I'm gonna have to pay for, I literally might stay in my house for a little bit.
Wait, you use premium, right?
I do.
Because I'm on this journey where I'm about to be on premium, and I don't know how I fully feel. Actually, I know I don't like it. So
hashtag premium journey.
I'm on the premium journey. I've been using the good old regular all my life. And I just feel like I'm going to just have to get a little bit more responsible. Like I already try not to, like everything I have to do is like in a 3-mile circle for the most part.
Yes.
I might have to bring that circle in.
I mean, today I went from the Grove to Santa Monica to Sherman Oaks to here, and still got to get home, and I'm under a quarter of a tank because I was like, let me fill up in the valley because maybe the valley isn't as expensive. Wrong. Yeah. I was like, I'm not doing that today. Yeah. I'm gonna get home on empty, and then I will figure it out.
I was at the cheap gas station, and it was $5.99. That's the cheap gas station.
I mean, I'm looking for. I haven't seen a $5 anywhere I've been. Like,
well, whatever it is, I told you this. $50. That's it. That's it. I'm not going over my monthly budget for gas. So if I have to spend more than $200 a month on gas, I ain't got to be there.
But can we talk about why? What is the why? I saw Governor Newsom. He was on the news this week, and he was saying, like, even he's astounded by the gas prices. Well, he's like, we got to do better. It's just California because of the mix, I guess, of the gas, whatever's in it, and something else. It's not the whole country. He made it seem like our gas continues to skyrocket overnight for said reasons. And I'm like, okay, well,
how much is gas in these other places? Somebody let me know.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I know like California's got it's on top of the taxes. We have high taxes for everything, but on top of the gases and fees, there is something about the type of gas or the clean gas or something. But I thought gas was also, is it just us? Because I was blaming Russia the whole time.
Like, isn't gas? Like, what are we doing?
And we're supposed to be going electric soon. And
yeah, I don't know anything about the electric world. I had to rent a car a couple months ago in DC, and they're like, go on the lot, choose you a car. And I just happened to choose an electric one, and I got in there and I like turned it on, and I saw like all the things and didn't see the gas thing, and I was like, I don't know how to work this car. Let me get out of here. Give me the fuel that's gonna kill the environment.
You didn't even say, can I get in a tutorial?
I said, is this electric? Let me get out of here.
That's funny.
Not for me.
Just plug it in, Dana.
But that's the other thing. There's not a ton. I mean, from what I hear from friends that have these vehicles, there's not a ton of places to charge up. I'd be the one on I-95 on the East Coast, and the battery says you've got 2 minutes left.
Oh, no.
I don't know where to go or how to charge.
Right.
I'm not.
I think that's why I like hybrid right now, because it's like it can like the battery kind of regenerates itself, but you can also use like regular gas in those type of cases, so your gas lasts longer. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so I guess for me it's a little different because my apartment building, they have in the garage they have the gas chargers, and at my job you can park and charge.
Okay.
And then I
for
know,
free.
Okay,
that's good.
Well, my apartment now, like that space costs a little bit more. And then like I know there's places like throughout where you can just gas up, and I know like if you live in an apartment, it's not that accessible.
Yeah, and then you gotta like sit and wait. Like not if you're at home, but like if you're out and it's like, oh man, I gotta charge. I gotta sit for several minutes. I don't know, 30 minutes to like fully charge.
Yeah,
like that's like.
But how long does that charge last?
I don't even think it lasts that long. I mean, let me know. I could be totally wrong. I don't have an electric vehicle, but maybe a week. I don't know, just like a tank of gas.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's the privilege of like having your own place.
But they're not paying $7 a gallon either, so maybe it's worth it.
Joke's on us.
Next thing I know, gas will be $10 a gallon. I'm like, I'm not doing it. Doing it.
I know they're phasing out making the electric models in like 2025, and then is it like 2035? They want to reduce greatly the number of vehicles. Or
I have heard that.
Something like that.
I have heard that.
I don't know. I looked at a hybrid, and that mess was like, it's like a Toyota RAV used. It was like 48, still 48K, and I was like, well,
It's not working.
It's not working. Yes.
What's not working?
That mic isn't working. So this episode of Random Ass Conversations is Twilla and Dana.
We need a male perspective though on the topic.
You can state
this mic isn't working.
Yeah.
Oh. You want me to scooch in the middle like I did last time?
Says there's no SD card.
You wanna hop on the blue? Want to hop on the blue sofa?
I can be in the middle.
I'm hot.
You're hot. Okay.
I want this way. I've been walking all day.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Well, change your plans, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
We're doing this full out. This is Random Ass Convos with Twills and Dana.
Hey.
We've already been talking for about forever.
Yeah, true.
And if you were on the live, you would know that. So just be sure to hit that subscribe button so you know when we go live. And hit the like button while you're watching, because I appreciate that. But Dana, I want to get right into this.
Let's jump in, man.
Let's jump in. First of all, we're Tar Heels.
Hey.
We're Carolina girls. And I have to say that. And, we're class of 04. Because I have to say that. Because one of our classmates has been making the rumor mills, the whatever, like hitting up all the spots.
Making the rounds.
Making the rounds. Giving her perspective. I love me some Ebony K. Williams. So she recently got people riled up with the comment she made. And to summarize it, it was pretty much like giving advice to younger college women, because at a certain age, especially if you're into Black men's values increase while women's values tend to decrease as it relates to our potential to have them babies. And she then suggested that young women, if you're in college and you think marriage is the thing you want, go after that MRS degree. Get that ring before spring, which is that final semester. And because once you're out of college, you're not going to be in that same circle of academic men like that for the rest. I won't say for the rest of your life, but the likelihood that you be in that type of environment,
it's rare.
That concentrated, you won't be there for a while. So if you know that you want to be married and you want to have babies, secure that ring in college. And if that's not your thing, don't worry about it. But this is for those women who want that. And the people are hot. And the comment section was going.
The people are hot. What is this? Yes.
Yeah. So on First Take, because I know I heard this week and I had time to get my thoughts together. But what were you thinking? What are your thoughts around any of that was just stated? And let me point out that this is just a piece from a bigger thing. Okay. I didn't watch it. I just heard. That's all it did. Let's
you
go.
Just got the highlights.
Yeah.
So first of all, go seek out your husband in college. First of all, can we all think about where we were in college mentally and emotionally, even for that matter?
Yeah.
Were we really ready for marriage?
I'm not the same person.
Yeah.
I was essentially, yeah, but not really. Your point of view changes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You grow, you mature, you figure out your value in life. To me, my value is not based on a man and how he views me. Okay. I don't believe that. Also, I feel like maturity in college is sort of we're figuring out who we are. Right. Also, maybe you don't connect with anybody in college to want to marry them.
Right.
That doesn't mean you'll never find anyone.
Right.
Personally, I feel like when you hit your 30s, that's when it's okay, now I'm getting in stride. I'm trying to figure it out now. I feel like you are probably more mentally prepared to even think about marriage, because marriage is not easy.
Right. So being that is me. Whatever. I feel like, sure, like I said, I'm definitely not the same person, but I do feel like, especially growing up in the South, the idea that a lot of people, and it's changing, but a lot of people get married in their early 20s. They start having babies by mid to late 20s. And they're so we have friends with grown kids at this point. But that idea that, marriage sometimes offers a certain level of security, because now you're able to form the beginning of your life with 2 incomes, and you're helping and you're able to build legacy. I will say I wasn't in the mindset of in college to get married, but that's because I was about those, I was raised to be in your books, get your education, and go get a good job. And so I feel like that kind of took my focus away from dating. I wasn't a big dater in college at all. And so I wasn't even thinking, I've never heard that advice. One of the things that she stated, and which I know is true, is that our white counterparts are trained, or that's part of their, how they're told to, go to school. Part of that is to come out with the husband. And I know
find a man.
Go find a man. Okay. That's part of it. And rich people, really rich people, also share that advice. And it's less about like love and relationships, and more, like I said, for economic stability and a foundation early in life. Now, will those people end up divorced by 40? Absolutely.
Let's just be real. Okay. Says the girl who's divorced. All right. Marriage is not easy.
Right.
So I am not going to join my life with somebody. I don't function on money. That is not what drives me. That drives some people. But I am not going to join my life with someone just because I think I'm going to be financially stable. And to your point, like, what about the other things? What about the emotional connection, the physical connection? Like, these are important, right?
I mean, you can have that. Like, you had relationships in college that had that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Were we financially going to be great? I don't know that I could say that in college.
Not right away.
Right.
But, like,
when I look back on the people that I left behind, yes, maybe I do say, oh, well, we could have been great. We could have been great. But that's okay.
Yeah.
That does not mean there is no one else in our future.
But now we have friends. We're at an age where we have friends who have not been married. Me, and want kids. There's people who genuinely want kids, and now they're faced in the position, like, what do I do? Like, I know a lot of us have went through or considered freezing eggs, and it's like, well, am I about to take this journey on my own? Because there's many ways to motherhood. But I also, like, I think I want to be married. Like, there's a lot of conversations around that. So people really are thinking, like, maybe I should have tried harder in college, or maybe there should have been that. Maybe I should have focused on dating, or maybe not even date. Like, dating is not a thing I enjoy. So it's easy for me to focus on, like, work, because that's fun and I like the idea of building my career. But when you're on your hustle by yourself, or like so far in it, you don't meet people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so dating then becomes like a thing of like, wait a minute, I looked up and they're all,
and I'm 50.
I'm 50 and
all of a sudden I'm 65. What happened?
They all married. They got kids.
I'm going to be the golden bachelorette. That's what I'm going to be.
That's the goal.
And we're going to find love when we're senior citizens, and it's going to be great because everybody's mature by then and we're committed.
Are they though, girl?
That's a whole other podcast, but they're committed to the cause because they don't want to be alone.
Right.
Now, back to Ebony and her point about like women as we get older, our value depreciates.
Yes.
First of all, I don't think men are out there trying to have kids. Like, I just don't think there's men, and I could be wrong, they're like, I need to find me a woman that can pop out 5 children.
It just happens. They be having kids outside of marriage, before marriage, coming to like relationships with like 3 kids.
Right.
Ain't never been married. So they're able to do that. But when they find wifey, I think they still want kids.
They still want kids. I don't know. I just don't think that's as important for men. Maybe women, yes. But like, I think I can meet a man and he's like, you don't want to have kids? I'm good with that. We're good. Let's live our life.
I mean, like,
Dion.
I feel like, Dion might need to jump in here for sure. But I do feel like part of, there's these podcasts. I don't know if y'all have ever listened to these podcasts with these so-called alpha men, a real man's man, who's just like, who use the term left behind women to describe women whose fertility is probably diminishing at a certain age, and the likelihood of them being able to be married. Like, they do value the woman's ability to have babies and have kids. And also like her looks and the other things that she can do based on age. In this year of 2023, there are so many podcasts with people with this thought. And as much as it pisses me off, because I'm like, a woman's value should not be just based on her womb and the ability of what her womb can do, but also what she can bring to you in a relationship. A lot of men are saying, well, what can you bring to our relationship if you can't have
Are you serious?
babies?
I am learning something new today. I have not heard
and
this.
People are thinking like that. So then there is that thought that
how old are these men? Are they like 25?
No, these were young men, old ass men, all the men. Dion, can you please say something?
Are they over 40? Because
what's important to you, your career or family?
To me?
Yeah.
A family's actually important.
When did this happen?
When was family important?
At what age family was important?
I'd say the last 5 years.
You see what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
You don't take family seriously until you get older. A lot of women put their career first.
For men too?
A lot of women put their career first.
Okay.
A lot of men take sex, family. I just happen to have a baby in my 1920s, 30s.
Right.
So now it's like, hey, damn, now that you got married, you done made some bad mistakes, and now you got married and divorced. You know what? Let me settle down and
do it the right way.
Right. Okay. Now that I got mature, but at that time when they got money, because now they're putting their career first versus family. Now it's reversed. Let me start another family all over again.
Now that I'm 50,
with a younger woman. So it's like, why should I start over with somebody older? That's the immaturity of a lot of men. Why should I start over?
And that's why you see, like, when men get divorced and they're older, a lot of times they're with younger women.
Women that get divorced?
Men
that get divorced.
Older men that's divorced.
They were with younger women.
They end up dating and relationships with younger women.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that's about. Like,
but I think that's part of it, like what Dion said.
Because they want kids.
I mean, it's not about wanting kids. Like, at a young age, men love sex. They slip up. They get girl pregnant. And then it's like, damn, let me be responsible. I guess I got to marry this woman. When you marry the woman, you end up like, damn it. This is what I want. Right. Box checked. And I got the child. Fuck, let me go ahead and divorce this woman because this is a bad mistake. I got everything I wanted. A lot of the times. Yeah. And then now, a woman is, now that you're 40, it's like, now woman's like, hey, now I'm ready for a family. Like, I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
So that's what typically happens. A lot of women put their career first.
Yeah, we put our career first, but it's also like, while the men, because there's also men who they might have kids, they might not have been married, or like you said, divorced or whatever. They're still working hard in their careers because men are also able to work on their careers while having kids.
Sure, but they're not having the child, so they can still work on their career.
They can still work on the career.
You know the stereotype when it comes to men? They don't have a job. They're not stable. They live with their mom because they're all young. They're still.
And this is why Ebony said date in your college pool because those men come out with jobs.
Okay, let's talk about the college pool because I don't totally disagree with that because the dating scene is rough in these streets. Let's just be real. And I think men don't want real relationships. Mm-hmm. Now, if I think back to the men I met in college, several got married out of college. Great. Several are divorced now. Yeah. Because again, I feel like you have to really be in it to win it when you're in college, like you're really young. Now, would I consider dating those men now that we are all adults? Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. Like, how do we create a reunion of sorts?
Where are all the divorced men who's ready to
divorce college men from Carolina? Where are you? Where is the homecoming party?
And also, like, who appreciates women who work just as hard, and the value isn't always in the ability to have kids. And because, like, this is the year 2023, women are still having babies up to 50. Listen, it can still happen.
A lot of these times, at this age, a lot of these men are clean tracks. So they're either divorced or have children already.
But if you're okay with the divorce...
No, I'm saying, if women are fine...
We're fine with it.
It's very rare that a man is a virgin, stable, no child.
Right.
Right. And we've grown. We're at the age.
And not divorced or married. Yeah. So it's very rare that you find that full house of, you are everything.
Right.
Yeah. So you're definitely at this age, you're getting clear and track men. Right?
Well, then we're leftover women, and then there's clearance rack men. Like, why is the clearance rack men over here talking about? But I want the young.
I will not own leftover women. All right.
I don't own it. I don't own it. I hate that term.
Take that label.
I hate that term.
Over at all. what I'm saying is like
that's a term these men use on
the alpha men on the podcast. I don't know who they are, but that's what they're saying.
That's what they say.
That's what the streets are telling us. Okay? So no, we are not leftover. We are seasoned. We are ready.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and mentally, like, like we've been, like done some work.
The work. Can we talk about the work?
Yeah, I've done the work. Got a little money in savings. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like with age comes a bit of like the stability thing. And so when we hear, like, we jokingly say, but it's also real, is that a lot of people by the time they hit their 40s get divorced, especially if they're married early, because like there's a shift or something changes. People I talk to, like guys I talk to in college and early grad school, don't know Twilla like that anymore. Like I'm not, like I might not have the same school of thoughts on certain things. Like my idea on career might not be the certain thing. And also like the men I talked to in college and then, back then wouldn't have ever made the move to LA. Mm-hmm. Like my life would have been entirely different. I knew I wanted to move to New York or LA. These guys were not about that life. So then it's like my life would have looked different if I was willing to sacrifice. It would have required a sacrifice for certain things if, I wanted to make that work.
If family was more important.
Let me ask you this. Yeah. So you say you're seasoned.
I mean, I don't really like that.
So you gotta look at it like mileage on the car. Okay? Okay?
I got a lot of mileage.
You gotta look at it like mileage on the car. I gotta be honest with you.
Okay.
If you gotta sell the product, all right? Okay. So this was do you want this 1982
Who
thinks Savant? I don't know. And you gotta sell it like trust me, it got some good interior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a classic.
It's a classic. Is it classic in 82? Maybe like
I was made in 82. That's a classic right there.
Yeah, but has it been driven around the block?
How many miles?
Has it got little dents to it? Has it got the little fender benders?
Yes,
it has.
Had a few
fender benders. It's been beat up. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. But guess what? That engine.
Yep.
The engine. Because she went to therapy.
Okay.
That engine. She got that tune up.
That tune up is good.
Thank you.
It's gonna last you another long time. That's a good car. You gotta look at the parts.
So
some good parts.
A lot of men do like classic cars.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A lot of men like classic cars, but as a backup. Not as their primary source of driving around the world, right?
They want a Corvette.
Yeah, they like, if I need a car right now, I'm getting an electric. I'm getting anything Maserati 2023, something fresh. What I'm saying when it comes to women at this age, I think your body has taken a beating. Not like that. Listen, hear me.
I'm listening. I'm not coming for you yet.
So if you want to, if you have have a marriage, pregnancy with a man, you're like, I can't do this again. But we promised. You said you wanted 3 kids. I am not doing that again. And you're like, damn, I should have got the 22-year-old. I know that's a terrible analogy, but what I'm saying is
I hear you.
Because if you haven't ever had, because not just your first baby in your 40s, you like, woo!
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I told Twilla, I ain't trying to pop them out.
A lot of 20-year-olds can bounce back. They like, that hurt, but I can do 19 squats. I'll be back.
But the reality is, now, guess who can afford a trainer? Now, guess who can afford that nanny? Because we worked hard on our career and stuff. We can find some serious work-life balance. Yes, it'll still be hard to have the kid, but there's more financial options because we worked our tail off for this amount of time.
And I can still care for you as my husband.
Right.
Because I have the time and the energy to.
Right.
Yeah.
Versus it's all about the kid.
But when you're 20, grandma, auntie was taking care of you, but now grandma, auntie dead.
They're not around.
They're not around.
Now you got to hire a nanny, a white woman.
Wait, but I got a question. So for men,
okay,
what is the age that you say, you know, I don't want any more kids. I don't need a Maserati Corvette. Like I'm okay with the classic.
Men, believe it or not, when their life is threatened, men always want kids. Like,
what?
I almost died. I didn't continue my legacy.
Oh my God.
Every time
what is happening?
You were like, hey man, doctor said I may have a hernia. Let me go ahead and have some kids so I can keep my legs.
Pull my hamstring. Let me pop one out. Come on.
Oh my God.
No, I don't think. I mean, some men are afraid of children because they feel like their life is going to be like paused a little bit.
Yeah.
We
are too.
I don't have kids, and I know that's what happens.
But I think for the most part, a lot of men enjoy having their last name carried on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the time.
Okay.
I think if you have a very tumultuous childhood, you're like, I don't want karma. I feel like this child is gonna give me karma. This child's gonna hate me. I'm gonna take care of it. A lot of men are addicted to the clubs. Like, oh man, I can't let this go. I want children for the rest of my life. I mean, I don't want children until I die.
Jeez.
So I have another question, Dion, and I don't know, I might as well give you a mic or something.
I know, I'm like, Dion is here in the building, folks.
He's here. So, not putting all your business out there, but I know you used to, back in the day, date a couple of older women. What was the appeal for you as a younger man dating older women?
What was the appeal of me dating an older woman? She had money. Yeah.
So the younger man appreciates the lady with the money. The auntie with the money.
You know what? You know why I appreciate it? Because there was no shape or form that I would marry this woman.
Really?
And she knew that. It's just wild. Right. She had me about 25 years, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's no way I could have made that happen.
Right.
She knew that.
Right.
But she spoiled me.
Yeah.
So it was a great situation I was in.
Yeah. Because men are like children, right? They want to be spoiled.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, who don't? You want to be spoiled, right?
Sure. I don't have a sugar daddy. I'm not
I miss that
80-year-old man just because he's taking me out.
Right.
Nah. Let's be honest. Even if it was a man your own age, you want to be spoiled.
Sure. But I'm not dating a 80-year-old because he buys me things. Because I have values. That's just me.
Because of his age?
Yeah.
So now you're looking at another man because he's old.
I have a cutoff. So that's what that is. It has nothing to do with kids.
What is your cutoff age?
You know,
senior.
I would like to stay under 50, but above 35. That's a good 15-year block, right? Mm-hmm. But you'd be surprised how hard it is to find people in that age range.
Yeah. I think like 50, that's cool. 35.
Too young.
That might be too young.
They're not ready.
That's different. It's a little different.
You gotta meet the right one at that age. But
yeah.
I'm at that 40 to 50.
Yeah,
like 49, you know.
Yeah.
Can we get somebody? But I don't know where those people are. I don't know where those men are hiding.
I saw this one thing that was like, we're at home. Y'all all talking about where you at. The good men are at home. We got a job. We got to go to work next day. I'm sorry. You got to break in and find me.
Let me ask you this. You're going to compete against yourself. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
40-year-old Twilla, 40-year-old Dana versus the 20-year-old version of you. How would you sell yourself versus your 20-year-old version? Or how are you better than your 20-year-old version?
I'm so much better than my 20-year-old version.
How deep you want to go?
Okay. So,
like if I was like, why would I choose you over?
20-year-old Twills was insecure, didn't know what she wanted in life, wasn't even quite sure what she wanted to do in life, or let alone know who she was. She was very spoiled because she's fresh from mommy and daddy, like very spoiled on her own. A little like maybe just getting out her shell, still a bit shy. Wouldn't try anything brand new. Might have just had her first sip of alcohol at 20.
I think I did too.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was as wild as Twills was willing to go or the line that she was willing to step over. 40-year-old
but
twist.
Now, hello.
You name it, I try. No. But a bit adventurous, way more confident in self, knows what I bring to the table, confident in who I am and like my ability to be nourishing and loving, and also know what I deserve. And because I know how to love myself well, I know how to love others well. And right now, we're just going to take this clip right here and we're going to put it for my profile. So if you want to slide into the DM.
but let's, like, I'm listening to you and I'm like, he asked, how would we sell ourselves to a man, right?
Yeah. If I had to choose between you
and the 20, yeah. And so I'm like, all the things you said there, that's amazing. But I'm like, does the man care that we value ourselves more?
Right.
That's probably a bad thing.
They care.
That's the so is that the reason then? Like they be like, oh, she's too confident. She knows her value and her worth. I can't deal with that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't know this person,
right?
But you just, if this is a person named Illa Manny, and you be like, he's like, hey, I'm kind of dating two people, you and this other girl. I'm really battling between, I really like you, but like, I'm not saying you should be competing with her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sir, you're trash for making me want to compete with a woman. Sir,
let's start there, but
let's start.
But I guess what I'm saying is everything you said is on point and amazing. Mm-hmm. My issue is for men, and maybe this is where the rubber meets the road. As women become older and more confident and like we know our worth and what we bring into the table, I think they get intimidated by that. They would rather have the 20-year-old version that they can tell what to do, that's not gonna talk back, like they can somewhat control a little bit more and is young and perky and all the things, mm-hmm. right? So the value that we bring at an older age, maybe it's not as great for men. I mean, it's unfortunate that they miss out, because the part you said about I love myself enough now to know how to love you better, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
Like I just believe that. Now, if you were talking to me about 20-year-old data and now you wouldn't have wanted me. It was not great. I made a lot of mistakes. I didn't value people the way I should have. I was selfish. I did things I regret. Right. And so I just think when you're in that space and you're young and it's just like, I'm having fun and whatever feels good, you can hurt a lot of people in the process. Yeah. So you get older, you learn the lessons and you don't make the same mistakes. Mm-hmm. That's what I would say. And women at 40 and 50 and 60 can look amazing and still work out.
Especially Black.
Hello. I mean, so I don't feel like looks is a thing or stamina or keeping up or being perky. Like, I don't think that's the issue. For me, I think men get intimidated by women who have their stuff together.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah. Drops the mic.
Drops the mic. That's my friend Dana.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
But there's also, there is a thin line between being supportive and nagging.
Yes.
Right? So, and I'm not saying every woman do this, versus just like, you're trash, don't do that, no man does that, no women like that. When you say it like that, versus saying, hey, is there a reason, can I ask you about this situation? Like, let's talk through it, versus saying you're this.
So
last time I had a man that did this to me, now you got the baggage to kind of retaliate with and stuff.
Well, can I jump in? Let me just say, and I don't know how clearly people can hear you on the camera. So Dion was talking about the difference between, like nagging and having like actual helpful conversation. What's the word? Constructive criticism type thing. I think that as women, a lot of times we are told, like we hear this narrative, don't be a nag, right?
Yes.
And Black women are always nagging. And I think, and I can speak for me, a lot of times that you then try not to complain about anything, or you can find yourself just accepting things because then you don't want to be a nag. I don't think there was a lot of conversation to women saying, hey, you should feel free to voice your concern as constructive criticism. It just heard that sometimes it felt that anytime I bring anything up, now I'm nagging. So therefore I won't, and then maybe I'll be a good woman to this man. So I think like there has to be a real, in whatever situation it is, like, hey, when I say, hey, I realized the dishes weren't done today. Or I realized that this didn't happen and we had talked about it. Is there a reason why or whatever? Like that doesn't necessarily mean nagging. It's just saying like we had to
do the dishes.
Every time I come home, you
right.
always, never is always a triggering word.
Always.
You never.
Okay.
That becomes an issue.
Yes.
Versus just saying, what did you like? Have him answer it himself. Did you give him a message earlier today?
Did you do the dishes today?
Because now that still kind of sounds like you're trying to spark something.
Yeah.
Did you give him a message earlier? I wanted to, make that pasta, and when I came home, that became so you can kind of get to it versus like
But that also feels like, and I totally agree that you should have healthy conversations where the parties don't feel like each other are being attacked, right? But I also feel like sometimes when you get home, that should be a space that you feel safe enough not to have to like
walk on eggshells,
like completely like, yes, love the person that you're with and know their love language, but it's kind of like also, if I'm asking you this question, I'm not trying to attack you. It's just like my easiest way of answering the question because I'm tired. And so it's really not me attacking. It's just in the shortest version. Why aren't the dishes done? Because we talked about this.
Can you just do it?
Like sometimes you're just tired and you don't have the words, and maybe being tired is not the time to say what you have to say. But like it feels like a workout.
We're gonna lie. They said it's not what you say, it's how you say it. How about you ask him how his day was before you start?
True. That's real. That's
cool. Mm-hmm. But like if you talk to him all day on the phone or you've been texting, I know how your day was. I'm playing devil's advocate today.
Along with you for the day.
I was with you. We were texting. I called you here and there. You told me what you were doing. I come home. You didn't tell me the dishes weren't done.
You know what I've learned? Sometimes like men need to do things on their own timetable. Like you telling them to do it is only going to make it worse. Like sometimes you might see it and you just gotta like suck it up and be like, I know we talked about it. I'm just gonna wait till the end of the night and see if he does it.
Right.
And then maybe the next day, if he doesn't, like, hey, babe, like, you know.
I know for sure that's the thing.
Yeah. Because that nagging or whatever, it's like,
but
I ain't gonna do them anyways.
That also I feel like that also comes. It's the same thing like with a woman. I saw. It was on Facebook, this thing, where pretty much it was like, if a woman says, hey, babe, can you go get hamburger buns? Can you, like, she's asking specifically because there's an order to that day that she's trying to do. Like, she might currently be cleaning, but in her head it's like, as soon as I finish cleaning, I need to, prep for the dinner because I have a meeting tonight and I want to make sure the hamburgers are made. So like if he gets the hamburgers while I'm cleaning up and then washing the baby, by the time I'm done with that, the hamburger buns will be here. I'll be able to make the meal. And sometimes we plan ahead without communicating all that because a lot of times we're like 6 and 7 steps ahead, never fully communicating. You just got the, hey, I need hamburger buns. And so then when it doesn't happen, they're like, that's where part of it is like, why didn't you get the hamburger buns? Like you were sitting on the couch. Why didn't you get hamburger buns? That's all I asked you to do. And that's where like the frustration comes sometimes.
I feel like I have PTSD. I'm like, single ain't so bad. We fighting over hamburger buns, dishes. I'm good. I'm good.
That's so funny. Well, I guess, and then you also have to think of like your intent for being in a relationship. Like, yes, companionship is a major thing, but there's also like the partnership, life partnership, where you're trying to make it work for everybody. Or in some seasons, like it might be more, you're helping him out more, and in some seasons he's helping you out more. Mm-hmm. And how you communicate as a teammate and know what season that you're in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is important. This is.
Yeah, I think men really don't like to be told what to do. I think that discussion just need to happen. Like, another time a lot of women do is, and it becomes annoying, is
talk to the people
for that camera.
A lot of times what women do is, men can be considerate by saying, hey, I'm at the grocery store. Do you need anything? Text it to me. I'm considerate enough to say that. When I get home, you should have got the hamburger buns. I'm like, well, I'm saying, well,
right.
I'm not.
Right.
You would think I'm being an asshole for not doing it. It was like, I'm sorry, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
And that becomes an argument. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, what's wrong with going back? It's like, you had your chance. I wasn't thinking about it.
That's fair, though. I actually think that's fair. And I think, unfortunately, women get a bad rap. The bad women give the good women a bad rap. Because I just feel like the good women that I know, like, we wouldn't trip over stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trip over stuff. I understand. I wouldn't want to go back to the store. Don't ask me to go back. I'm not going to ask you to go back. Yeah. Right? It's just, and again, 40-something versus 20-something. The 40-something's like, yeah, like, that's unreasonable, right?
You'll hear something like, well, I guess I'm going to make your favorite hamburgers again.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to make hamburgers tonight. I was going to make hamburgers tonight, but I guess it's going to be Salisbury steak. Like, that's just what's happening. Like, neither one of us feel like going to get the hamburger buns. But I will say, watching Joseph and Stephanie, my parents, Joseph would have for sure went out and got them hamburger buns.
Mark would have done the same thing. I just think you get to a point where you figure each other out.
Yeah.
You know the battles to fight and the battles, and it's like, you know what? I'm going to go get these buns. The store's right there because this is going to help me in the next thing that comes up. Right. Yeah, that's real. My parents were married 44 years, I think. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, whew. and they were young. My mom was 19.
Yeah,
but
my mom was 21.
Realize when people were born in the 1900s, there was no easy fix to a lot. We live in a very hurry up and fix it, instant gratification society now. Mm-hmm. So if I don't like it, I can get out of it. Mm-hmm. I don't need to sit here. Grandma, they had to. They're like, I don't know what else to do. This is my whole entire life. It's my legacy.
Right.
But there are a lot of, I met somebody last week who was married for like 23 years and got divorced. So there's a lot of people who have put in the time and maybe because it's the new era we're in, and they're like, you know what?
But I also feel like, and I'll say this because I haven't been married, but I see my parents married, divorced, married, remarried to each other. And so like, I'll say like, I think it was around 25 years that they got divorced, and, they put in the work. They were best friends, but like, you kind of change. There's a certain era, like your kids are grown or getting almost out the house.
The reason why you're together is because of children.
Mm-hmm. You kind of let things roll off because you were so focused on the kids that there's things that you didn't talk about, things that might have bothered you, things that might have affected how you thought. And then like we all got to, I feel like a lot of my girlfriends around like late 30s start having certain epiphanies about life and healthcare and who we are as women and what we really want out of life. And that happens if you're married or single. Mm-hmm. And so then like if you're married, that might be really the antithesis of what, or even if you find your confidence during that time, that's such an antithesis to like your partner, what he was experiencing with you or what y'all thought y'all wanted, that's creating some real friction. Yeah. And that friction, I think a lot of times, and he's going through his own changes, right? And then like, that's where the pull is. And I feel like there are a lot of marriages that we talk about, the marriages that end early, but there's a lot of marriages that make it 25, to 30 years and they start divorcing.
Yeah,
they're adjusting. Yeah. That's a lot of life changes.
And when you're young,
mm-hmm.
and you young, and you get in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. It's for the camera.
When you're young and you're in a relationship, a lot of the times those young relationships are based off of sex.
Mm-hmm.
And once you start to realize that this relationship can't hold on sex, and you start to kind of like, hey, let's build a house, build credit. You know, let's figure out what jobs we want to do. How can I be your life partner?
Mm-hmm.
And then when sex stops kind of being the glue to our relationship, like, I just realized I don't know who you are.
I don't like you.
And then things happen. Health happened. I lose a leg, and then I'm not taking care of this nigga no more.
Right.
I'm still young. I'm 30. Why am I pushing you around the wheelchair?
Yes.
And it's like I don't want to do this. I'm healthy. And people getting careers. I'm traveling the world. I don't see you as much. I realized that sex was holding us together, or just the physical touch of being with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I remember we had the discussion of, is it fair for a woman to agree before marriage to say, yeah, we should have 4 kids. Have that one child's like, nah,
mm-hmm.
nah, I don't think I'm gonna have no more kids. It's my body, my choice.
Right.
Is that fair to the man? It's like, this is what we agreed to in the marriage.
That's a tough one, man. Because I don't have kids, but my sister has 3, and it looks hard.
It don't look easy.
Hard. So, and I think people have this. It's sort of like marriage. They romanticize like what being a parent is going to be like, and pregnancy, and then I have friends that are pregnant, popping these children out, and they're like, they didn't tell me fill in the blank.
Right.
Why didn't anybody say fill in the blank? And sort of marriage is the same way. They say, don't go to sleep mad at each other. Well, what about all the other stuff you go through, right?
Right.
And so when you have a kid, I don't know. That is like, maybe it's time to revisit the conversation, because it's not as easy as we thought.
Yeah.
4 sounds ridiculous. But people do it. My dad and his family, there were 8 of them. Or 7 or 8.
And I think also part of that is like, to what you're saying, like, you don't know, like, the part of the conversation should be like, ideally I would like 4 kids, but let's reevaluate after 1 and 2 to see what it really is like. Because like, I don't think people know how hard it really is on a woman's body to have those kids. So to just put yourself in that situation, like, yeah, babe, I'm about to have 4. Okay, that one about killed me. Are we sure we want to do this? I don't think I can physically, or it hurt. Like, you didn't do it. It hurt. Like, and I feel like that's a conversation. Or I'm doing most of this work.
That part. And how are you taking care of these kids? Right. Or am I?
Like, something has to change. We have to reevaluate the situation. And that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. We got some conversation going on here.
What are people saying?
We got, hey, Spicy. Hey, LaShonda. Fresco Black. Let's see. We got some action going on. There's a whole conversation.
Yeah, I know.
Boy, I'm missing out.
We missing out.
I was trying to jump in, but I want to miss the sideline conversation going on too. So,
Spicy said, a man asking a potential partner, "What do you bring to the table?" is a red flag for me.
Really?
Interesting.
Huh. Yeah. Well, if he's got his act together.
Typically, a woman asks that about men. What do you bring to the table?
I never.
Because a woman typically says.
A woman typically says.
Does he have a job?
Right.
Say it. No, Mike.
Does he have a job? This is what women are asking. Does he have a job?
Does he have a house?
Does he have a house?
Does he have a car?
Does he have a car?
Does he have a plan?
Does he have a plan?
That's what you bring to the table.
That's what they're asking?
But that's not me coming to you and to say, hey, what are you bringing to the table? That's just me assessing through conversation and stuff. Like, if I had a sit down conversation with the guy and he was like, so what do you bring to the table? Why should I be with you? Is this a job interview?
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna.
I mean, you know, you ask questions to know what they bring to the table.
Yes.
You won't straight out come out and say it. That's for sure.
That's right. I feel like I've heard of people doing that, and that's ridiculous. Fresco Black, there's a way to say things. You can easily ask someone to do the dishes without talking to him crazy.
True.
This is a single mindset. LOL, no lie. Weaponized incompetence. I don't know what you're talking about, Spicy, but I'm gonna use that phrase. That is weaponized incompetence.
I'm gonna see how the nicest. I'm gonna ask you some tough questions and see how you can answer it the most.
Dion like to get under my skin.
Way, all right.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay. This is your man you're talking about.
Okay. What's up?
During the last episode of Fellatio, you realized that it was not the greatest smell.
Oh.
It was not great at all.
The man realized. Okay.
No, you.
On the man. That. Okay.
He's like, oh, this is out of pocket.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe I caught him off guard. Second time it happened again. Right.
Okay.
So I need you to tell him the nicest way. And he just gave you high praise. Woo, baby, you brought it down. You brought the house down that time. You are amazing. I need that at least once a month. That was, man, with toes curl. How are you telling him
when he's off?
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a great question. You know, you're the job interview.
Right.
Thank you so much for asking that.
Without hurting his feelings.
I honestly don't know because it's important. It needs to be addressed.
Right.
It needs to be addressed. But I don't know. That is.
Go for it, Twilla. What you saying?
Hey, babe. I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Next time, let's try that in the shower.
Oof. I mean, that is like, how do you tell somebody that without hurting their whole being, right?
I mean, I really just want to make it an event next time. Like, I shower, you shower. Fresh. I can help you out. It's just going to be real nice.
You know what I would say? I think I would probably, I'm just not good at this. I feel like when I say things, like I totally offend the person.
Because you're blunt.
And I don't even mean to be. So if I'm really trying to tell you, I might say something like, you know, did you work hard today? Yeah. Like, maybe, babe, like, you know, I love you, right? But maybe you want to shower first next time before we jump into bed. Because I actually have a thing about that.
What are you saying?
Well, you know, I think we should be clean. I like to take the day off of me before I get into my bed. So maybe I'll take it from that angle. Like, you know, we both work hard today. Let's clean the day off.
Let's
first.
clean the day off.
I'm gonna go all in, but let's get this day off of us. Yeah,
the day off. That's nice. That was nice, Dana.
Yeah,
that's a hard one.
You know, if she says that now.
I know, right?
And Twills, your question is, if you find yourself nicest man in the world, sweetheart, there's no complaints at all, okay? He loves you unconditionally. The last 11 times you guys went out, he miraculously lost his wallet.
Oh, okay.
Like, what? Like, shoot, daggone it. Like, now it's at an event like, hey, I'll pay for it. It's your birthday party. It's your birthday party, okay? How are you telling him, hey, come on. Nicest way.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, man, you can't find your wallet? Do you have your Google Pay?
What's that?
Apple Pay? You just use your... Okay, that's fine. Just Zelle me the money and I'll pay it.
My phone's in the car.
You could do it after the fact, but you gonna pay that money at some point.
Not at my birthday party. It's not gonna be nice.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's not. It would be like a hey, honey, just run to the car and you can just tell me real quick if you left your wallet.
After the first 3 times, we're gonna have a conversation about this. Okay, like, hey, babe, every time we go out, you don't have your wallet. What's going on? And I probably will say it like that.
Whoa, what's this all about?
What you mean? You taking me out?
This starting to feel like a pattern. Like, there's no nice way to address that.
Are you forgetful? Is there a bigger issue going on
because
here?
now the red flag is I feel like you're scamming me and I don't trust how nice you are. Like, you can't just be coming up with all these suggestions. Let's go out to eat. Let's do this. Let's do this. And you don't have your wallet. Like,
is there a bigger issue?
Right.
What if the police pull you over? You need your wallet. Mm-hmm. We need your license, right? So maybe it's, like, what's going on? How you keep forgetting your wallet?
Hey, like, you should just really use your digital wallet. You have your phone on you most of the time. In California, you can have digital license. You can have digital insurance.
You're like, hey, God, don't let it happen again. I forgot my wallet, but I got it. Here you go. I got it.
And I checked your American Express is in there, babe.
Partnership. Hello.
Dinner's on you. I figured you would forget.
That's good. Dang, yeah. These are the tough questions.
Yeah, that's not a nice way. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Listen. Moyo is on. It's official. Mostly Dion is crazy are the comments we're getting right now. Mm-hmm. Listen, I just feel like this is a safe time to say, if you are missing out on this chat right here, that means you haven't hit that notification bell. You would know that we're alive because you would have got an alert to say, hey,
join the conversation.
And you could be down on this, comment in the section. Right now we're live on the IG. I don't know which IG we're live on, Lactose or Dion.
I'm going back and forth.
Oh, he's going back and forth. But we live in places. So you would know if you followed us and you subscribe. So make sure you do that. Dion, this conversation is crazy. But
I'm trying to, I'm still stuck on if he didn't smell good. So what do you tell the woman? Let's reverse the conversation. How do you tell a woman that? I really want to know that.
He said, give me this mic.
I am an asshole.
Yeah.
I would, if I went down and actually performed, I'm coming up right in your face. I'm coming right in your face. And if she said, woo, I'm like, yeah.
But is she really going to catch that, you think? Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm like, yeah.
That's all you. That's all you, babe.
Yeah. Oof. Smear this mustache on your lips. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Or because we're talking about odor.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, the odor. Because also it's like, hey, what's your diet? Like, what you been eating?
Can we talk about odor? That hit a trigger point for me. Not for me, but when I go to the gym, I've been to multiple gyms in my life, and often there are people that just don't smell great.
Yeah.
Not even don't smell great, smell like sewage in the streets.
Oh gosh.
Okay. And I'm just like I will purposefully if I get a whiff and I'm like, all right, who is it? Yeah. I can't be next to this person. So is it a person
smelling that way or is it the gym facility?
No, it's a individual, sometimes a couple.
Oh.
And I'm like, who let me not be, when you get stuck next to this person in a circuit training class, and every station you're together and you're breathing hard. So and I'm not trying to I know certain cultures, don't believe in deodorant or things, but how do you not smell that on you to want to do something about that?
Because I feel like there's a layer of funk. There's funk. There's absolute the funk.
Yeah.
But there is also seasonings in certain foods that you eat that seep out of your pores that smell a certain way. And then however that mixes with your skin chemistry could give off certain odors. Now, funk, I've been to a one of those Korean spas and I couldn't enjoy it because the places where all the jacuzzis were, the hot tubs and stuff, and the saunas, all smelled like
funk.
Yes. Oof. And I was like, that's why I asked you, was it the person or was it the? Yeah, but if you're behind them in class, you would know absolutely.
But the funk from their pores, and it's not food and seasoning, spreads in the room, right. So the whole room smells.
I have never experienced that. Apparently, I don't work out that hard or with people that work out that hard, because I have never.
Oh, it definitely happens. Do you shower before you go to the gym?
Not before, no.
So I'm always curious, like, do people like, yeah, I don't believe in that, and they're like, if I'm going to the gym, I'm going to do a twofer. Like I'm
before and after.
As in, I'm going. If I'm going to the gym, I'm going to shower afterwards.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of people know that I'm funky. I smell like Tuesday. Let me shower
before going to the gym.
Yeah. Huh. Because like if I thought that, like if I was going to a gym and I thought that, like, ooh, I smell a little rank, I would absolutely take a shower before I went.
Or put some deodorant on and some spray.
An average person shower once a day. So if you're showering after the gym, that's that shower. So you shower Monday morning. Next time you're showering is Tuesday morning after the gym. Yeah. So that's all day. You then slept in your funk. And you wake up in the morning.
I shower a lot though. And I don't know if it's problematic. I think it's a good thing actually. But I don't know where this came from, but I have this thing, and I was talking about it earlier, like I can go to the gym in the morning, I take a shower, say that's, morning, midday, whatever. If I go out of my house again, anywhere, I feel like when I come back home, I have to take a shower again before I get in my bed.
See, I have to assess where I've been, because usually, like, most days, this is just for, like, timeliness in my life. Like, if I'm not working out in the morning, then I will definitely take a shower at night. If I did, like, if I worked out that morning, showered, but then did public transpo, went to a area where there are a lot of people, then if I sat in chairs that were foreign, then I'm coming back and take a shower. I'm that person.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, oh, I just went to the loft and sat in my car, that type of thing, then I'll be like, oh, I need to take a shower to the next day maybe, like if I'm doing the morning workouts. Otherwise, I am like a night shower.
I was like, do I have a problem? Is that
no?
I might take two, 3 a day. I'm like,
but I mean, like we live in a time
in a dirty city is what we live in.
A dirty city, but there's people who literally take showers. Like Dion said, the average person takes one shower a day. I don't even know like that I trust that statistic anymore, because it feels like people are like, I just saw a thing where this doctor was like, you really only have to shower 2 to 3 times a week.
Oof.
Says who? Person, she just said she showered 3 times a day. So you got to average it out.
I mean, I understand the math, but I'm just saying, like, the more and more these conversations are happening, I really am like, are people really showering every day?
I mean, not at my gym, they're not.
See, and that's what you're smelling, is the person who showers every other day.
It's all good. I'm not judging.
No, you kind of are. Let's see.
I got another question for both of y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up?
Well, Fresco Black says, you don't know till you're there sometimes. Couldn't finish the job, but had to bring it up to her. Oh, definitely done that before. Bad experience. That was the first statement. And then Moyo's like, once you're there and you catch a whiff, then why attach mouth? Shouldn't it end at the whiff?
I feel for y'all on that. That cannot be a good experience.
Fifi says, I'm like that too. Multiple showers. Yes. And then 2 to 3 times a week, people agree. Yeah, that's a problem. I'm quite active. Maya says I'm quite active, so I got to shower after.
Yes, let's clean ourselves. I like it.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
What you got, Dion?
Question?
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. It's for Dana.
Oh, snap.
Nicest way.
Oh, not good at that.
All right. You get a text message. Well, not you get a text message. You see a text message in his phone.
I'm already mad.
You're already mad?
No, go. You don't even know what it says.
No, I got you. He accidentally texts you then.
Right? Okay.
Accidentally texts you. I don't know how long this relationship's going to last.
It was not for me, though, is what you're saying.
Right.
He's talking about something else, or he's talking about our relationship?
No. I think you should overread that. That'd be wild to he says.
Well, I thought maybe you were gonna say. You said you see a text message. I'm like, who is he texting? But he's talking about. Okay.
Hold on. I got it. I got it.
Right.
He's showing you a meme on his phone. Like, yo, babe, check this out, right? The thing pops up with his homeboy. Said, have you broken up with her? He said,
oh, snap. I'll be like, what you mean broken up with? Do we need to talk? I mean,
nicest way possible.
Ain't not
nice some reason to be nice.
Because it could be a miscommunication.
Oh, how so?
It could be a book you say you read it. What's the name of that book that you want me to read? Have you broken up with her yet?
Or he would text the wrong friend. He saw somebody else.
His friend who texted that.
I don't think there would be any filter on what would come out my mouth. Let's just be clear about that. And then if you want to explain or come up with a story as to, oh, no, it was a book, or no, he meant to text somebody else that, I would hear you out, but we're going to have a really deep conversation after discovering something like that. Yeah.
Ironically, there's a book called
gosh.
Have You Broken Up With Her Yet?
I think there's a way to do it just like, more so you see it and you're like, oh, what's that about? Do we need to talk? Or
we breaking up?
Dana came ready to fight. Are we breaking up? We doing this?
To be. Now, have you ever sent a text message to someone and it was about them, but you meant to send it to someone else? Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
This is yours, Anna, because you're excited about this one.
This is, I know I've done it at least a couple of times, but this time I was mad at my partner. Mm-hmm. And I sent it all straight to him.
And who was supposed to?
And it's like, once it's gone, I don't know. Can you retract text messages now? Okay. Well, once it's in the, out in the
street. Now you can with iPhones.
Yeah, but back then, you couldn't. And I was like, and you see the name come up, and I was like, I don't even know what I said to get out of it. I don't even know it wasn't great. It wasn't great. It is such a bad feeling. So, but apparently I'm not alone.
Yeah, mine, I learned this lesson when I had a new boss at the place I used to work at, and I didn't like him, and I talked about him. I was texting, I thought Dion, but I texted it straight to him. And he was just like, and I would do stuff like screenshot and send. So so he was just like, cool, or it's okay that you feel that way. Like that would be his response. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, at least it's out there. That's all I said.
At least it's out there. I actually have a recent story. I got a text message, I'm trying to think, from a coworker. Uh-huh. I mean, I feel like I can be generic here.
Yeah.
And he thought he was texting his partner.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
And I read it. I was like, hold up. And it was something about come to the bathroom.
Wow.
Some sort of sexual innuendo. Like, I don't know if they're at a party, come to the bathroom. I was like, and so I want to say the next day he realized it came to me.
Oh, no.
And he's like, but I think he was able to retract it somehow because I saw it on my watch, but not on my phone.
Yeah.
iPhone.
Yeah. And he was like, I'm praying that you didn't see the text message that I accidentally sent you last night. If you did, I am thoroughly embarrassed. And I was like, no, I didn't see it. To this day, still doesn't know. Did I tell my other friends? Right. Sure.
This is actually a good discussion. If someone accidentally sent you a text message that was inappropriate, like a peen pic, right?
Yeah.
Come on, tonight at the Hilton, me and you, right?
Okay.
Happy anniversary, something like that. And then they immediately say, "I am so sorry. I was supposed to go to my wife." Would you report it to HR, or would you be like, "It's okay"?
I wouldn't report it. Because mistakes happen.
Oh, how long if he didn't get, like, if it was like the next day? If it was the next day and you think it's like, this nigga, he tripping.
If it was someone I did not like, I would report it. Maybe I might, but no, I mean, mistakes happen. Mm-hmm. Now, will it take me a minute to like get that image out of my head? Even that text message I got, I was like, I cannot even look at this person the same way.
I would be like if he like instantly texts like, I am so sorry. I mean, the happy anniversary is the thing that kind of make me think like, okay, this is not for me. So I'm embarrassed for them. But if that message was without that happy anniversary and there was no retraction, I'm going to HR. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, and I would go to HR like, I don't know if this was intentional. But I received this and it's slightly uncomfortable. Again, don't know if it's intentional, but I don't know how to ask this person this.
How do you show your face after something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I work with you and I saw it, you know I saw it. You know, how do you walk into a conference room at a meeting and sit down across the table from me?
Right.
Like,
just like...
Hey. I'm sure it's happened. But
now he's fired because you and his wife had the same name.
Aww.
I mean, like, hopefully that person would be able to explain, like, you know, to HR, because I'm not going to that person. Unless we're really cool. Even then, I'd just be like, I think you accidentally sent me something. But if I don't know you like that, then I feel, and there's no retraction, I feel like
I'm just playing out all the scenarios in my head with like people at work. Like, oof.
Yeah, that would be so tragic, and I would just hope.
I got a trick question for you.
Another trick question.
It's a trick question. It's a trick question, okay?
Okay.
All right. You guys both know me, right? And we work together. I do something that, like, let's just say, for instance, I'm about to teach the youth about the safety of no drugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
The night before, you see me do drugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you stop me by saying, hey, I saw you doing cocaine. Don't do the program because you're going to be a hypocrite? Or would you go to HR and tell them me?
We know you.
Yes.
Okay.
We're great friends.
Okay.
Oh, you want, okay. I'm not going to go to HR on you. You know, the first thing that came to my head was like, well, let's think about church and how, you know, I don't know what preachers do behind closed doors, but I'm pretty sure they're not saints like they come across in the pulpit every day or every Sunday. So who am I to judge another individual and what they're doing? If we're cool, like if we're friends, I might be like, hey, you know, that's sort of like hypocritical what you're doing. But I'm not going to tell on you. I think you should still do the program because the message is real.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just don't judge people like that.
I'm judging. No.
I'm coming for you.
Screw what she said. Telling HR. No. Actually, I would confront you for sure if I saw you do a line of coke. Like, hey, one, didn't know that this was your thing, that you got down like that. Interesting choice of drugs, considering, you know, all the fentanyl going around, but that's on you. I'm sure you were aware. How long have you been doing this? Like, we're having this conversation, right? And just be like, well, I hope that as you talk to these kids tomorrow, that you keep all the things that you're like, the things that you're not saying. High. Yeah, that you're not high and you're taking these things to heart because, like, you're influencing somebody else's life and now you're hypocritical.
I opened up with this by saying this is a trick question.
You did.
I did.
You did.
Okay. So this actually happened.
Okay.
With a pilot who was flying from Johannesburg to New York.
Okay, that's different though.
Listen.
Listen.
His friend, he was snorting cocaine off of a hooker's butt, right? Ooh. The friend could have went to him and said, hey, do not fly this dude. This is crazy. Instead of doing that, what you guys both said, she told HR and got him fired.
Right.
Yes. That is a different story.
It is a different story. But if it's my friend.
So as a friend, I don't know, like I would have given you the chance. I would have been like, hey, you know the job that you do. You can't be high. You can't be under the influence. So you need to call in sick tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Like you need to do that. I need you to call in sick. I need you not to go to work, or I'm going to have to let somebody know because you're putting other lives at risk.
Yes. That is the difference in the scenarios you just shared.
Right. But you guys went to him. So she didn't go to him.
Right.
She went right to HR.
Oh, right. I got you.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all both went to him and said, hey, you can't do this. You out of pocket.
If we're friends, I'm going to come to you first.
But on the Breakfast Club, they were like, what is wrong with your morals? F him.
Oh.
Like, he needed to get arrested.
I mean.
Now his family's ruined because he was married. He smoked cocaine, bought a prostitute. Now his whole family.
So he was wilding out. I can't feel sorry about the repercussions, even if that was his friend. Like, life was going to catch up with you. It just caught up sooner than you thought, right? Because you made a choice. As a friend, yes, you give that person the opportunity to do it. Just like, hey, you're being very irresponsible right now. Not only are you putting your life in danger, but you're putting everybody else's life in danger. So you need to handle that, call in sick. And if you're, and if you don't, I promise you, if you're at that airport at this time, I'm calling HR. Boom. I'm going to let them know.
Why are you tripping for, y'all?
Because you're high right now.
Let's trip our way to HR tomorrow.
Because, I'm going to give you a chance. And if you don't do it.
But that's nice of you, but at the same time, that's wild. Because you're probably preventing this one. But who is it to say October 14th? He's
right.
Like,
that's a good point.
And I ain't telling nobody.
That's true. That's a good point. Maya said, Joe Berg to New York is a long flight. I wonder how many pilots take uppers. New fear unlocked.
Hello. I'm with you on that.
And I've done that New York to Joe Berg. So I'm just kind of like, what's the pilot?
Scary, man.
That's a long flight, y'all.
Married pilot snorts cocaine off topless woman in booze-fueled romp before flight.
What?
That's a headline right there.
But it's also like, what movie is this person's life? Was he trying to emulate? Like, that sounds like a scene.
And then told his friend. She said, all right.
We talk to HR. I'm not going to be in that article.
And then the funny thing is, the funny thing is, if you have drugs in your system within 24 hours, you can get fired. So he went to, they caught him walking up the runway.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He said, well, what's happening?
Well, the camera's there too. Jeez.
What's happening? Huh? What did I do wrong? What? Who don't know Coke before?
That's the
no, but like that is like how that is the exact timeline. Like if you didn't turn yourself in, I'm telling HR right. Like you walking up, you're getting up. Sorry, I gave you a warning. But yeah, to what you said, like who's to say that's one time?
That is
scary. Kudos to her. Shout out to that person.
Yeah. But you just said you would not.
Right, but now I'm thinking it through. Like, yeah, you're right. That's more. Maybe I would tell.
Because you're like, I'm gonna sit this one out.
Because he wouldn't know that she told, right?
He's probably the only one told. Like, dude, my last night was crazy. Look. You remember Jim Wayne? Smoke cocaine off her ass.
Yeah.
Well, and it's also anonymous. Like I feel like I've gone and talked to like bosses or supervisors under like terms of anonymity because like there might be something that's stated or said and just like, hey, I think we should address how people say this or kind of use this frequently. I'm not gonna say who's doing it, So it might be a random drug test for everybody, but like it might be, hey, I just noticed this is happening in this office. I don't want to say who or what or when, but just note that this is happening. And that can
just know that when you call HR, I want to see your face when you hear this.
Wait again. I heard this.
Fire.
Oh, yes.
What is your face? Who told? Was it her?
I don't know. Who?
Oh, you know I got dirt on you. You know I got dirt on you.
You got no dirt on me. I'm very muscular too.
That's what you doing? You just know we all getting fired.
No, we not. Not today. We not.
Cover my stuff.
You got to be strategic out here.
Maya said that's the best soundbite. It's a great soundbite. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it's been crazy. All this starting off, Dion pretending like he didn't want to do the podcast.
I know,
because the mic won't working, but he was out. You was part of it. You were part of it.
We're gonna get the male perspective on everything.
Yeah,
but we got a little bit.
Yeah, it was good. Listen, I enjoyed what's going on here. Dana, actually, I like this.
Oh, I'd love to come back.
You said what?
You should have a podcast. Y'all have great chemistry.
I mean, we should.
Because we're friends.
Friends for a long time.
Yeah.
We talked about how long earlier. It's a long time.
Yeah. Next time we're gonna plan it though. I said, I feel like I get recruited off the street for these. I want to be like, you look
cute.
I went walking at the beach today.
Look, it looks listen, we both got on hoodies. It looks like we planned it. The hair and the ponytail.
It does.
We just came both got big earrings.
Yeah.
We planned it. Yeah.
I knew what we were trying to do.
That's the vibe.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, these people here, I just want to thank you so much for watching another episode, a fabulous episode of Random Ass Conversations with Twills and Dana.
Thanks.
And let me just say, the fabulous Dana. Not only are we friends for a long time, but I feel like you're doing the dang on thing.
Trying to survive in these LA streets,
doing great things in the marketing world. What y'all don't know is that I want Lactose to be in the place where I can get Dana full time to ourselves to do our marketing.
I like it.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to get a job with Dana.
Dion's trying to get hired by Dana
on the side.
And I'm trying to get that full time marketing director, VP, whatever titles are. I need that in life.
I mean, I tell Twilla all the time, and Dion, I'll say it to you too. I believe in these two. They are making great content, as you all can see. Every time I see anything on social media, I am dying laughing. From the hands that come up to, the skits. And it's a great range of content. So you're doing big things.
I appreciate you, love. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
We're going to do this again.
Yeah.
But until next time, again, I'm going to say it again. Like, subscribe, click that notification button. Leave a comment below. What was your favorite part? What is your perspective? Have you used the term left behind woman? You better not. Do you think our value diminishes just because we can't have babies like that or choose not to have babies like that? Better not. I'm just telling you how to think right now. But if you think differently, feel free to leave a comment. I won't attack you.
I like it.
Attack you or
I won't. I will not attack you. I won't.
Attack or nag.
Or nag. Or won't nag. I won't. To your face. So, but we'll chat with you later. Peace.
See ya.
What in the world?
You know my first reaction.
Yep, I know exactly what you.
But I don't know if it's politically correct.
Hey, y'all move out the way.
Woo! That is crazy. Dion showing some wildness. Why did you jump?
Let us see this.
hold it higher. Hold it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold up here.
Look at it. Look at him.
Why did they all move like that? Though? He was coming in too hard. He was moving too much.
Face first.
He
in
thought.
The dirt.
He thought.
In the dirt. Not a swimming pool. In the dirt.
That's horrible.
Broke his collarbone.
Oh my gosh. Like, does this generation not do that anymore? Like,
like I've never seen anybody just like.
If you see a human diving from that
catapult,
that is terrifying.
They're like, nah, I'm not part of that. With the faith, with such faith and confidence,
because they're supposed to catch them. They always catch you,
but not this time.
They always catch you.
Were you there when we did a trust fall, and like I forget what. I just remember like there was Dre and there was Paige, and then Paige was supposed to catch Dre. Dre will.
Oh.
And did like thud straight to the ground, and everybody was like, and then she was like, I didn't know we were doing. It was just like
I didn't know we were doing.
And when I say Drake, this dude is not a small dude. He's like he was not.
He didn't trust anybody else after that.
After that was just that was a bad trust fall.
Dang, that was rough.
Oh, Day missed it. Moya said we gotta get Dana an emoji. Yeah, let's do that.
An emoji? What did we need?
Yeah. So Dion got the milk glasses for the lactose.
Oh.
And then they blessed me with the gems because I be dropping knowledge like that. So they get me the gems.
Okay.
So yeah, we gotta get one for Dana. I'm here with that.
I like it.
Moya said tiny hands is so cringy.
It's too much. It's too much. The last one was killing me. Like I saw more of the hands coming out. Like you were playing with the hands. I was like, this is too much. Where did these
tiny hands
come from?
Who was it who was like, Twilla take his phone? And I'm like, no, because that just means I'm the only one seeing all this. If I take his phone, we got to share this with the world. This is all us, fam. We all can
Where
get it.
Where the hands come from, though? Where do you buy those on Amazon?
Come talk about the origin of tiny hands.
The origin. So I watched. It's not an original idea.
It's not. Okay.
It's not. Tiny hands is not an original idea. There is a whole cooking page where they're cooking with tiny hands. And I wanted to do that so bad, but my hands that I ordered were too small.
Oh, so you ordered them? I didn't know when the hands came from.
Borrowed. I had me like a $25 gift card on Amazon.
And you bought tiny
off of Amazon? They had just tiny hands.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a doll.
But I was.
That's morbid.
Yeah.
I'm just like.
Yeah. Yeah. And they were just hands. I'm like, I'm not long enough because it's gonna make my job a lot harder.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make you know how like people have like cooking shows. I was gonna do that. It just we'll be laughing at the tiny hands cooking. Then I was gonna try to make it like it's me like. So guys, what you want to do is and it goes to the tiny. Yeah. So I ordered some black hands. I was like, oh man, it literally just hands. And I tried to cook something. I was like, my thumbs were in it, and I was like,
so
I saw you do a cooking thing with the hands,
like turning on the stove and the
but it was mad tight. Like I couldn't really get like into it.
So the only origin I have for tiny hands, I just remember. I feel like I remember you saying you wanted to order them. Yeah. But then, like, they were there, and then you were just like, I really want to do something with this. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know that Tiny Hands was coming. It was just like one day.
Can you not call her by her entire name?
Tiny. I didn't know what the hashtag.
Ty.
Her name is Ty.
Oh, Nahans is her
last name. Is Nahans.
Nahans.
Ty Nahans. Tiny
Hands. So. Yeah, I didn't know I didn't know what we were fully like in by that point. But this is just like how his mind works that you have to appreciate.
I laugh every time I see it. It's random and it makes me laugh every time.
Just Dion out here spreading joy.
And I don't even comment on like I'm not a commenter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I comment on y'all stuff because it is funny.
I'm glad. Dion, just remind them what season it is real quick.
Or what?
They shirt. What season is it?
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is Thusky season.
That's the
So make sure order your Thusky shirts on YouTube, LTE Studios, Lactose ENT. Order your Thusky Bear. Order your Thusky season. I love Thusky men. It is time for Thusky season.
Because it is what? Cuffing season? Mm-hmm. This is so random. The video is funny.
I saw that and I started laughing.
Thusky season. All right.
You like Thusky men, Dana?
What's the definition of Thusky?
Thug?
No. Original meaning. Go ahead. Thick and husky.
Thick men. What does that look like?
You're looking at Thusky right here, the originator of Thusky.
Thick and husky, right?
Yeah. Somebody said something about thick to Dion, and so he tried to change it to thug. But what thug with the dimple do you see over here?
Thug and husky. I rebranded.
I'm a thug too. And every time I say that, people laugh at me. Not that we don't have hood in us, but husky. Okay, that I haven't used that term before.
Thick and husky. It originated on
Nene Favors.
Yeah, Nene, one of the homies, during our live with the hip hop show, and
it came to organic. Like, I love me some thick ass Dion. Now he husky. We don't start calling. Somebody said you call him Thusky, and it kind of came out like that. And I try to ignore it a lot. So next up we have, and everybody was like, "Yo, they just called you Thusky." I was like, "I saw that, but I'll try to
move through it."
So, yeah, that's my name, Thusky.
Moya says, but he got someone to help. I was like, who is helping this crazy? You know what? Moya? For sure, thick and husky. Those shirts are on our store.
What is your brand, Will?
I got production nerd tees and all the production tees that we have. But you mean like my personal, another brand? Mm-hmm. Outside of my production nerd?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You gotta have something else, yo.
Production nerd ain't enough?
If you can create your own t-shirt, Dana, what would you be? Like a good saying. It's like, ooh.
I'm not like creative off the cuff like
come
that.
On, man. So, what is a saying that you say a lot?
A saying that
blessed, black, and how
here we are. I say here we are. And here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything's effed up.
Mm-hmm.
And so and so did such and such and whatever. Here we are.
I feel like that has to have a ... in front of it.
Yeah.
And here we are.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably do something along the lines of like, remember I wanted to do, before Copy That, it was Drinks and Gems.
Mm-hmm. Can I use that, what's on your shirt right now, and just repurpose it? I'm like, you know what? How about bold, bougie, and black?
You could, for sure.
Right. And how about I just do envy body?
Just take everybody's stuff.
And nobody's going to sue you at all.
Because
go for it.
Asian folks be just reversing stuff.
Well, okay, so there's origin, like countries that you have trademarks in. China is really like the Wild West. A lot of Asian countries, when it comes to trademarks, they don't have the same rules, and when it comes to like getting things covered, so they can like rebrand. Like even Jordan brand and Nike brand have issues over there with this stuff just being repurposed because they don't follow the same rules as everybody else. So like if we were a Chinese company, we could easily avoid, some issues.
I mean, I the funny thing is I looked up fake Jordan symbols. Jeez. Why does this nigga got 300?
Is that a tail? What's going on?
What? Hold on. There we go. Look
what
at
that. What is that hanging between his legs?
What is that?
Like like in the movies, like I'm thinking of, what am I thinking of? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You remember that? and the people like they got the man head, but it's like the horse
The
body.
horse body, a centaur like that. Yep. Oh man. Dion said, Moyo said, Dion is not only the client, but the president of the Thusky Coalition. Uh-oh. The Thusk is a must. Oh, my God. That's a takeaway. Oh, that's hilarious. What is the third leg? How inappropriate.
Yeah. I'm about posting my stories. I think I got the wrong Jordan.
I would laugh so hard at you if you came up with my shoes. Because I remember when the Shaqs came out, and because it was like him dunking, and I know that's his thing, but they were also sold at Payless, so it was kind of like, what are these? Like, what ripoff? Yeah, I remember people gave a hard time for that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we've been on here for almost 2 hours.
Are you serious?
Yes, girl. So that's my cue to wrap it up.
That was fun.
It was fun. Put the condom on and wrap it up.
It always comes back to
sex. Let me ask you this, though.
Always.
I don't go back to sex. Let me ask you this. This is for y'all, okay? This is for y'all, because these girls over here being bougie right now.
That's where we are.
I'm being silly. You meet somebody in a relationship. How many, of course, being safe, putting a condom on, what is the limit? Do you like, okay, we're taking the condom off?
Yeah, well, if that makes me bougie, I'll be bougie.
I'm being silly, dude.
I know.
I mean, maybe when you're in a relationship with the person.
Yeah.
That would probably be my answer.
But not right away when we're in a relationship with each other. Oh. I need a little time.
Yeah. I remember I had this conversation because apparently it's very rare. It's very rare that people still wear condoms. Like they be like, I'd never forget this. I was in the writer's room and I had the same conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, so you meet somebody on January 1st and you guys have sex every single day. And what day do you like? I think by now I would see some sort of discharge or like some sort of, should I go and get them tested? Or, I mean, of course that's the smartest thing to do, but I'm almost certain if I Google how common do you go get tested with your sexual partner, how low that number is, right?
Right.
So, of course, that we're going to have to take that out of the equation. So, I would love to know how many times that we had sex 12 times. Like, I think we're good now. Because by the time I kind of feel like I don't smell nothing odd or see nothing weird.
But, and with that being the fact, like, because I've heard that multiple times too, like a lot of people just they prefer not to use condoms or whatever. But, and I feel like I worked for an NGO where our primary care was a lot around people who have been orphaned due to AIDS and HIV. So like watching the stats creep back up after a while, and not just that, like syphilis, gonorrhea, all the STIs are just like making a comeback. And it's just like, because we got a little too lazy, people like.
I'm like, did the STDs go away? Did I miss that? Remember?
I keep saying this. I think everybody should take a mandatory antibiotic.
No matter what.
No matter what. And just hopefully eradicate as much as possible.
I mean, I feel like that's what schools were doing with the HPV vaccination, trying to like, stop some stuff before it even starts. But
I just don't trust people like that.
Like, nor should you.
I'm like, AIDS didn't go away all of a sudden to all this other stuff out here.
Yeah.
And you might not go get tested, but I know I am.
Right.
Every new partner that comes through.
That was an incredible time. Like, wow. Next day, like,
I know. OBGYN, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
That was so funny.
Yes.
All right.
What's
the Dion, please read up on the dangers of the misuse or the overuse of antibiotics. That's from Moya.
Who said this?
Moya.
That's real.
The overuse. I'm not saying use it every day. If it was like, hey, everybody should take. I'm almost certain, because I've said this before. I've definitely gotten chlamydia before. All right, and they gave me one pill, and that killed it. Right. So I'm thinking like, man, they should just go ahead and just
pre-prep everyone.
Give everybody like, hey.
So you more so like if there's a vaccination versus the treatment. So you're saying like ahead of time,
just give it to
like birth control.
Yeah, just like just kill it right now. just like I think I might have something. Let me go ahead and kill this right now.
Wait, you're talking about you've done the do almost like the day after pill or what's it called?
Now we cooking. Now we cooking. I was
Plan B.
Plan B. That's what I was thinking.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I was going more so like before. That's like the condom. It's like before we have sex, I'm gonna take antibiotics. So as soon as I have sex raw, it's just like, come on in here. It's like I'm the bouncer.
Right.
Patting the STD down, like, yeah, where your ass doing this?
Got it. Oh. So that's more like birth control. Wow, that's interesting.
So the percentage of adults from between the ages of 18 and 59 that get tested together, 13.2%.
They go together. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever gone with a partner to get tested.
That's what I'm saying. It's very, very rare because it's a tough question because it is also like it's like, hey, do you have anything? What is the nicest way?
Maybe you make an event like if you're dating, like if you're all together, you make an event like, hey babes, time for our like annual STI check. Are you excited?
But but if you've been with someone for a minute and then you decide to do that, it's almost like you're saying, have you been doing something else outside of this? Right. Now, if you do it in the beginning, that's one thing. But like months in, like, all right, let's go get tested together.
I don't know. This day and age, we're just gonna go together every year.
I think you have in the beginning. I think the best time to do is in the beginning. You gotta say something like, I really want to have unprotected sex with you. My anxiety is trash. Only doesn't give me ease if we go get tested together.
And you know what? I don't trust that mess either still. Because you could go out and act up after you get the test and then contract something.
And also, I ain't got nothing to do with my anxiety. Okay. You want to have unprotected, you go get yourself tested and I will too. Like, I'm not out here trying to get anything, you know. So
who is? Who's
right?
Trying to collect them all, baby.
No, but but like you said, and what I'm learning is men are not wearing condoms now. So you think every person these guys are out here sleeping with,
especially if you're not exclusive, like you haven't had. I'm not trusting you to be exclusive. You can catch something that's not showing up on these tests. You know, like in the if you're still out in these streets having unprotected sex. So I am not even going to risk that as a reason.
I blame the women.
Really? Okay.
Because
Dana's.
Dana has time for it. Go on. Because it's easy.
Yeah, I like from what I hear.
This is not scientific. This is just from what you hear.
Word on the street.
Got it.
Men contract STDs in their shaft, right? Mm-hmm. That's where it harbors.
Okay.
We can pee it out. It sounds wild, but I promise you, look it up. It's like if you had unprotected sex, you can pee it out. You can flush it out. I'm certain you push that mug immediately. Well, if you let it sit for a long time, if you let,
I wasn't ready for this conversation.
Watch this.
I was like,
I let it marinate.
Pee out an STI.
No, that is the dumbest thing.
I mean, if that's the case, you don't have to take an antibiotic. It's in your system. Right.
No, it's only it stays in the urethra.
Okay.
So and if it stays in there for a long time.
Tell me what this is.
I put a Siri tell us.
It's only talking about chlamydia. I don't know why I talk about chlamydia for some reason.
Because they heard us talking about it.
Pee out? I don't know.
Moya said, Dion, hush.
Thank you,
man.
I'm like, that's the case.
Hold on, watch it. Huh? Men peeing after sex.
According to Cleveland Clinic Health Essentials, should men pee after sex? 2. There's no harm in males peeing after sex, but there's not as much benefit. A male's urethra is longer than a female's, so they don't usually get post-sex UTIs. Common causes of UTIs in men include kidney stones and an enlarged prostate.
So UTI is the reason benefit of peeing after sex, not STI.
Yeah. I was drunk when I heard it, okay? But I'm almost certain.
No, that's not science.
But why aren't men wearing condoms? Can we go back to that?
So I got several reasons.
Okay.
My friend James Davis says, of course, eating Starburst without the wrapper is the best.
Oh yeah.
But just imagine eating Starburst with the wrapper on. Mm-hmm. Like you're trying your best to get that flavor. You're like, I'm almost tasting it, but it's like it's just not hitting. Mm-hmm. And you bet not swallow the paper. Mm-hmm. So you kind of like, I'm enjoying it because the flavor is bursting through it, but I'm not enjoying it. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, it is removing, depends on the condom, like 50% of the filling. Mm. At my big age, mm-hmm. if I don't feel nothing, I'm not getting hard. Mm. So the unwisest thing.
Okay, can I have another quick? Oh.
I'm over this therapy now.
Oh, shit, go
on. 20-year-old Dion. Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like it should be reversed. Oh, you still recording?
No, I had stopped. I hit the button somewhere.
We live? It's my church program. 20-year-old Dion wore condoms crazy twice a day, stacking them up on top of each other. Right? No reason to, because I could stay erect. Yeah. Right? After a while, you put a condom on, you be like this, like, I don't even feel anything. Mm-hmm. And if you don't feel nothing, you be like, uh-oh. I'm going to postpone this. That's typically happens, yo. And, sometimes it get to a point where you go down on the girl, mm-hmm. and he's like, well, if you got something, I didn't already ate the disease. Oh my God. I didn't already ate the disease, so I mean, if I don't care about my face, I guess I'll have to care about my peen.
Wow. Oh man, yes.
I'm being so. Ooh, you really struggled with that word chlamydia, didn't you? This girl spelled cle and the word media.
Oh. Like CLE?
What were you about to say?
Oh, my question, I feel like we're getting deep now. But my question is, if you decide...
Oh, we not recording no more?
You decide I'm not wearing a condom because it feels better. Does this mean you come in every female that you're with?
Oh boy, you out of pocket.
Am I?
Everyone?
Listen, the question, this is option one. Like, would you rather, or do you, not wear a condom and come in everybody, wear a condom and come with the condom on, because I'm sure that's a sensation, mm-hmm. or not wear the condom and you pull out, right? Mm-hmm. Is that the pull out method? Does you're missing the explosion mm-hmm. inside. So
all three is very effective. all three have its perks.
I'm just trying to learn,
because of course the raw dog ejaculation side of a woman is the coup de grace.
Right.
That is the Mario grabbing the flag.
On the level.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is a toss up. I would say raw dog pull out
is better.
Second up.
Yeah.
Is a second.
Really?
Yeah. Because now it takes discipline to pull out, and you're not really getting the payoff.
Yeah.
It's like eating your favorite meal, and then they say don't swallow it. Just keep chewing it, and right when you're about to swallow it, spit it back out.
Oh man.
And then I would say,
whew.
and then the condom.
But the condom on, that's the last resort now.
You just kind of
okay.
But you get the payoff though.
Yeah,
you
that's why I'm like.
But it's also a roll of a dice because you could get some friction and
oh, that's
right when.
That's true.
Did you? I think I did. You get down, you see a turtleneck, like what's close to Walgreens? You said Walgreens around the corner.
Oh
Mess.
Shoot.
Mess.
Yeah. And that's why we should all be married, because then we wouldn't have to worry about these things, right?
That still don't stop anything.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I would hope.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
jeez.
Can a man get a yeast infection?
I think so, but it's not as likely.
Let me look that up.
I never heard. I don't know. It's a good question.
Because
you had one? You thought you had? I don't know.
Because can a man get a yeast infection?
According to Mayo,
LaShonda said, "Wow."
I
know we're going deep. We're going deep.
Yeast infections too, which can lead to a condition known as balanitis, inflammation of the head of the penis.
Stop talking. Stop talking. So what's wild here is, could I get a yeast infection? She cleaned herself up, and I give her the yeast infection back.
If she, well, I mean, if she had it, I mean, you both have it, right? She gave it to you, right?
Right.
But she took that minus that one.
Yeah, but it
and then you didn't
time.
take it, and then
I don't know. I think you just both get treated and it clears it up. Yeah,
because I'm sure you can yo back.
You know, it's funny. I had this discussion with my dad. I remember he whooped me for the most pettiest reason. For the sake of the timeline, he's like, I got sick on March 1st, and obviously March 7th I was good. March 21st I got sick again. My dad said, "Did you just get over sickness?" I said, "Yeah, I should have threw out my toothbrush. I got myself sick again." He was like, "You got yourself sick?" I was like, "Yeah, I used the same toothbrush." He said, "Go upstairs, take your shoes, take clothes off." He whooped me because
for getting sick,
as in you can't get yourself sick.
Okay,
but
he was that upset.
He was upset with your reasoning.
Yes, because at my heel, like, I don't know why that's not crazy. He was like, "So if that's the case, you will never get healed because your own saliva is your own saliva." So I was like, "Dad, what do you mean?" He said, "You can't get yourself sick. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to these people." I was like, and I told him that was the most pettiest reason why you with me.
Out of all the things I know you did as a kid, that's rough.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Now you feel sorry for me.
No, I mean, come on.
You need somebody to hug you in the bosom.
For no reason. Yeah.
I told him. Now you making me uncomfortable. Now
I'm sorry.
You make it seem like, are you prone to?
No, I did say
like,
that.
Oh no, you need.
Were you beat? You were beat. No.
Like he had this that little Swiffer.
Shut up, Dion. Just shut up.
It went across my face.
Oh.
Right?
Just shut up. You have to know when it's coming.
Okay. It was time.
Okay.
It was funny. I lost a couple of teeth and blood, and the pus started getting infected. But the funny thing is, we laughed at it. You love me, man.
It's all love taps.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My parents never beat me.
No,
beat is a lot.
Oh, I'm sure they spanked me, but like with something. I never got hit with something.
Hand?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember it. But
the fact that you don't remember that is you blacked out. You got your it's either you did or did not.
I'm pretty sure we got popped, whatever. Yeah. But not my dad. All he had to do was say,
"Yeah,
you mess up," because I was a thug in daycare. Okay, I was running in gangs, is what they called it back then. Don't ask me how. And they told me, you go to daycare tomorrow, and if I see you, if I hear you were hanging with those girls, oh, it's on when you get home. And I was on the playground, and the girls just happened to be in the area. I was on the swing, and they were in the area, and I thought, oh my God, my dad is going to beat me when I get home. I was crying in fear of it. But it never got to that point where he actually had to do it. Yeah. That was enough.
My mom used to hate, to this day hates, like, because my dad's very soft-spoken anyway. But she was just like, I would be like yelling at y'all at the top of my lungs, telling y'all everything I'm going to do. Like, you about to get a whooping. I'm throwing this away. Then you're going to get this punishment. And all your dad have to say very sternly is your name and stop. And you would. And she was like, and I'm out here looking crazy. And I know I sound mean, but he just doing his voice and y'all chill out.
I don't remember my mom ever disciplining us. I'm like, were you there? I just remember him. Like, I think he always came back and apologized every time. Every time.
My dad used to do this thing and would listen, ask Naya about it. 2 or 3 feet. Like, he'd just be like, come here, and he'd do like that. Oh. And I don't know what it is about them fingers. It hurt. Oh. It hurt. Like, you wouldn't want to do it anymore. Huh. But then, like, I think, like, I know, like, I got a whipping, like, I remember one time, and then the only time, maybe once or twice, this happened in my life. I threw a tantrum. I had to be like 3 or 4. Homegirl threw a tantrum in the Kroger's in Durham.
Oh, not the grocery store.
And I remember just getting dragged out. And I don't know why in my head we walked to the grocery store that day. So I was dragged. It might have been a car, but I felt like I was dragged all the way to the apartment. And I got the whooping. And that was it. That was all they had to tell me.
Some of these kids need some whoopings out here.
That was it.
I definitely had to snatch Brookie's lion spirit. She just kept pushing, man. She just, I never forget, man. It just like a, why?
Yeah.
So a lot of whys. Why are you lying? And they lied about lying. And then just kept, like, if I can win my dad over by saying this. And I just kept like, okay, I have to take this out of you. Because there's repercussions for lying like this.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember this. You were like, I had to do it.
I had to because
I had to do it, man.
The whole day she was just like, you're volunteering this information. I didn't even ask you.
Yeah.
You just lying for no reason. Hey, Dad, I just read into LeBron James this morning. What are you talking about? Oh, man. Crazy. Chill out. Hey, yeah, I showered. It was stuff like this. Like, I showered.
The bathtub is dry.
It's dry. I smell you.
No.
I was working out. It's just like, it was just stacking up. Like, stop!
Yeah.
Why are you still lying? Like, what towel did you use? I've already washed it. It's already dry.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
That's part of life, man.
Yo, we're over 2 hours, so I'm gonna shut this down. It's been a pleasure hanging with you guys, talking randomly. I feel like at this point I'm just kicking it with friends.
I know.
So definitely appreciate this, hanging with us on a Saturday Night Live. Make sure y'all let us know what part you enjoyed. Those comments. I love when y'all come back and read comments. So keep that up. And until next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.